Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Troy Dukowitz of the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. Today's topic is this: I don't like being cold. So literally this morning, I am out for a walk, and I'm rehabbing right now, if you will. My knees are jacked up, and so I'm kind of working my way back from a few injuries, and so I've been walking a lot in the mornings. And I was out for a morning walk. Now, it was a balmy, and I mean, the temperature said probably 45 degrees. You know, there's always like the temperature, here's what it is, and then here's what it feels like. I have no idea what it felt like, but I can tell you that it felt really freaking cold. And so I'm going to say it felt like it was probably like 30, I'm going to be very specific, 38 degrees is what it felt like, folks. Okay, so I'm out taking this walk, and as I'm walking, I'm going, man, what a bonehead move. I can't believe I didn't bring any gloves. But I'm out, I'm committed, I'm going to go get a walk in, and then I'll be home, and I can warm up when I get home. And as I turn the corner, and I'm probably about a half mile away, my hands are just freezing. Nothing else is freezing. Ears feel good. Nose feels good. Head feels good. Rest of body feels good. Hands freaking freezing. And all I keep thinking to myself is, man, I don't like being cold. Man, I hate being cold. Oh, I just don't like being cold. I don't like the cold. And I'm just thinking about being cold. Now, I was thinking other things because walking is a great opportunity to just, as we call it, walk and talk and just kind of like talk to yourself and think about things and create things. But it kept creeping in. I don't like being cold. And all of a sudden, I see a runner cut across the street, and she's coming down the sidewalk that I'm walking on. And as I look at her and exchange the morning subtleties of good morning with a smile, I look at her hands. And when I look at her hands, I see that she has taken her sweatshirt and she has wrapped her sleeves of her sweatshirt around her hands. And I'm thinking to myself, brilliant! That's all I need to do. I just need to wrap my sweatshirt around my hands and life will be good. Now, you're thinking to yourself, duh, dude, this is the most basic, simple thing in the entire world. And yeah, I get it. But my focus wasn't on a solution. My focus was on, I don't like being cold. I frickin' don't like the cold. Period. End of story. And so I see this, and it was literally a pattern interrupt for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, all I gotta do, pull these sleeves down, pull. Oh, my hands can start to warm up again. And I proceed with my walk. Well, now, as you know me, because this is what I do, I'm always looking for messages and what does this mean to me? And hopefully, possibly, what does it mean to you? Now, I'm starting to sound like Dr. Seuss. So, so I'm walking and I'm having this conversation with myself going, dude, like, look where your focus was. Like, let's just go for starters. Where was my focus? My focus the entire time was on what I didn't want. I wasn't looking for a solution. I was looking at what I didn't want. What I didn't want was cold hands. Why? Because I don't like to be cold, period. And so I kept focusing on what I didn't want. As a result of that, I was not searching for solutions. And as a result of that, I was very distracted, which meant I couldn't look for solutions. Now, interestingly enough, when I saw her, it was a pattern interrupt enough for me to actually go, put on the brakes and go, dude, solution. Change your thoughts, change your reality. So I'm going to take an action, and I'm going to cover my hands, and now I can start focusing on other things. And we do this all the time, don't we? Like, it's so basic, it's so simple, and I get that, but yet we do it all the time. You do it, I do it, where we just seem to forget. We forget that we have to watch where our focus goes, because where our thoughts and our focus go is where our energy is going to go. And if our energy is in a distracted place, I'm not going to be able to find a solution. You can't create from a place of negativity. You cannot create from that place of distraction. So to get out of that place of distraction and then step to a different page, turn to a different page, step in a different direction. Oh my gosh, my hands are starting to get warm now. I can actually think clearly because I'm focusing on solutions, not the problem. So where in your life, when you look at your life, where is it right now? Where is it right now that you are focusing on? You're focusing on what you don't want instead of what you do want. Just pick an area, body, being, balance, business. Where is that area in your life right now where you are focusing on what you don't want, not what you actually want to accomplish in your life? And then identify. So, hey, way to go. Where in your life are you focusing on what it is that you don't want? I don't want to weigh this much. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to have a bad relationship. Where in your life are you focusing on things that you don't want? And then, what is it that you do want? Simply flip the page, take a different step, and say, this is what I do want. This is what I do want in my relationships. This is what I do want in my health. This is what I do want in my business. Identify right now. Don't wait. Don't allow yourself to be distracted any more minutes of this day. Identify exactly what do you want in those areas of your life. Body, being, balance, and business. Identify what you want and what is one action step you are going to commit to taking today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Otherwise, that would be kind of an oxymoron of commit and go. Commit and go, I'll start next week. Can't do that, folks. It doesn't work that way. It's kind of like country and music. They just don't go together. So anyway, I digress. I listen to that stuff sometimes too. So anyway, where in your life, across body, being, balance, and business, are you focusing on what you don't want? I'm going to put the brakes on. I'm going to identify, here's what I keep focusing on. This is what I don't want. This is where my focus has been. Number 2, what do I want? This is what I do want in my life in these areas. Doesn't have to be what you want in the next 6 months. Doesn't have to be what you want in the next 30 days. What do you want at the end of the freaking week in these areas? And then, number 3, what are the actions that you are willing to take in each area? You now, in body, being, balance, and business, would have 4 action steps that you need to take between now, listening to this audio, and the end of the week. That's it. You do those 4 things and you're going to feel accomplished. You do those 4 things and you're going to shift energy in your life because you're shifting your focus to what you want. Thank me later, folks. All right, that's all I've got for you here today. If you haven't already, you know what I'm going to ask you. Please, hallelujah. I would love it if you would head on over to iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher and go ahead and rate, review, and even subscribe to this podcast. And hey, be ready. If you are interested, I am launching Summer Splash Mastermind 2019. And basically, this is a program that is put together to hold you accountable and make sure that through the summer months, when everybody wants to just hang out, have fun, and have a good time, that you can still hang out, have fun, and have a good time, but also produce as well. So you're not sacrificing time with family. You're not sacrificing time with loved ones. You're going to have a ton of fun, but you're going to produce over the summer months. So just private message me, Dr. Troy at commitandgo.com, Dr. Troy at commitandgo.com, and I'll be more than happy to go back and forth with you on asking you some questions, make sure you're even a right fit for the program, and we can move forward and really produce and have some fun over the summer of 2019. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. I am Dr. Troy Dukowitz. This has been the Commit and Go podcast, where we encourage you to make big commitments, take big action, and create big-ass results in your life and business. We'll hear you next time. Bye-bye.